I am absolutely baffled, just amazed.
I don't think you're worth the trouble. I think it's
I am absolutely baffled, just amazed by the craziness we see by so many fitness professionals in the industry. So the problem is, how the heck is someone in the general population supposed to know who they can or can't trust, or what they should look for if they're looking for a personal trainer or a fitness coach? So what I've got are a couple red flags that you should be looking for if you're interested in working with a coach. First and foremost, check out their social media, because everyone's on social media these days. If all you see is pictures of them greased up and oiled up and selfies all over the place, that's probably sending a message, and that tells me that, you know, they're all about them versus the client. All right, they want to say, hey, look at me. And as far as I'm concerned, in a professional, that's not what you want. Next, there are absolutely, well, maybe not absolutely, we wouldn't want to go that far, but there are very, very few absolutes with anything when it comes to fitness. This is not 2 + 2 = 4. Almost, the answer to almost any question should be, it depends on the individual and the circumstance and where they're at in their journey and their goals. There's a lot of variables. If you see trainers standing on a soapbox and they're preaching absolutes like, oh, you have to do this, you have to go vegan, you have to go paleo, you have to do cardio on an empty stomach versus, you know, after a meal, you have to eat 6 meals a day, then that's probably telling you that you need to turn your head and run the other way. Because again, there are very, very few absolutes. And anyone that's going to tell you otherwise is probably just looking at things from a too narrow of a perspective, or maybe their own experience, and not looking at the big picture and what's in the best interest of the individual given their unique set of circumstances. Last thing to look at is look at methods versus principles. What I mean is one of our principles here is that we believe everyone needs to be strong. Now, strength is relative to that individual. So the principle, we think that everyone should be strong, but the methods we use to get there are going to vary from one person to another. If you're looking at working with a coach and all you hear about is one thing, whether it's interval training or yoga or Pilates or spinning, if they are only preaching one method and that's what they do, or that's how they do it, maybe it could be using a tool like a kettlebell. It's almost like if the only tool you have is a hammer, everything you see is a nail, and that's a problem, because you want a solution that's based on you as an individual, not having to mold yourself in order to fit into someone's methods. So you want to find a professional that's methods are willing to adjust based on the individual and the circumstance. So, what do you want to look for then in a personal trainer when you're trying to find a coach to work with? First and foremost, one of the best things that you can do, and thanks to social media, is look at their social media and see who they work with. For example, if you're wanting to get into bodybuilding or run a marathon, or if you're a youth athlete, or you know, I don't know, you're wanting to go vegan, I'm not your guy. There is not much we can do to help you out. If you're, though, a 45-year-old female with 2 kids that's wanting to drop 20 pounds and has had some knee issues in the past, I don't think there's anyone better in all St. Louis. So that we can absolutely do. So go to the social media profiles of whoever you're wanting to work with, that coach or that gym, and see who they work with. That's very telling in itself. Next thing you want to look for is experience. Now, there's bad experience, and not all experience is equal. You could have 20 years experience doing the exact same thing. But in general, experience does matter. It does make a difference, and it's the difference between being able to look at a problem as it is and looking at a problem with a 30,000-foot view because of past experiences and working with other individuals that might have had that same challenge as you. And then last but not least, are they a good fit? Is it a good personality? If you're someone that's really sarcastic, we're probably going to get along great. But if you're someone that is super uptight or just doesn't like to have any fun, then you're probably not going to feel real comfortable here at Blue Ocean Fitness. Like, it's a laid-back environment where we're going to have fun. We want to work hard, but we want to make it a good time. We want to have fun. So look and see wherever you're working out at, or wherever you're thinking about working out at, You know, does the culture and does the environment and the community match up with you?
So much